Hello and welcome to another InstaForex daily market analysis. For today, I decided to cover Euro versus US dollar. We'll speak about Bitcoin, the dollar index, gold market, crude oil, and NASDAQ 100. I will start with the Euro dollar first. So what we can see here on the, let's start from the weekly time frame. So this is the bottom left corner, as you can see. And on the weekly time frame, we can see that we had quite a big up day yesterday after the CPI and retail sales in US, but at this point around 1.0900 mark we have quite a big resistance on the weekly time frame. As you can see here, the big down week that we had like a couple of weeks ago was exactly, the sellers came exactly from that area around 1.0885 1.0900 mark. So that's a quite important resistance on the longer time frame chart. Now on the daily time frame, we already have like 3 days up in a row, with yesterday's quite a big day. So this market can be extended at this point short term. So there will be a chance from my perspective, for the downside rotation, at least towards the mid range from yesterday. Let's say 1.0850 can be the first downside objective, and then potentially 1.0812. On the hourly time frame, we can see the market is pulling back, but on the 5-minute time frame, we pretty much changed behavior from bull to bear at this point. You can see the 50 bar average on the 5-minute held pretty well on this rally yesterday, and then we had quite a big exhaustion at this point, and that was quite a big exhaustion from the buying side, and then the sellers are taking control. And you can see the sell-off, and then the rally, and then another downside swing. So this looks like a change in trend behavior. And I see potential for the downside movement today and the sell day to develop on the euro dollar. On a Bitcoin, we had quite a big impulsive day yesterday, but still on the weekly, from the weekly time frame perspective, we're still in the consolidation. And as you can see here, we have this moving average. It's a 50-week moving average, and market is just testing that area, and we have quite a big resistance around 67,200 mark. So nothing really changed in the longer time frame. This big spike was mostly because of the news and announcement at this point. So market went from 62,500 to the 66,700. But now at this point, I would like to see if we can have any kind of follow through, and to see how the market will respond, and how sellers will respond after this markup from yesterday, and especially around this resistance at 67,230 mark. If the market can break this level, this resistance, and hold above, then there is a next stop is 72,730 mark. On the dollar index, we had a down day, and this was like a third down day in a row. But now we can see that market is quite in the, there is a 20 and 30-week moving average. We have a quite important support area from the weekly time frame, right there where the market is trading. I can see also 150 bar, 200-day moving average are there. And so far we can see just a corrective movement at this point on the hourly. But if the market can shift, for example, and trade above the 10 and 20-day moving average, and hold above, then there will be a chance for a rally and some rotational day today. The mid-range is 104.70 mark. The previous day high is around 105.05. So again, this is quite a big cluster. 103.90 mark is quite a big cluster, support cluster for the dollar index. So this will be very important to watch. In case of the another downside move before any upside reaction, as I said, the key downside support is at 103.90 mark. Now we have a gold market. So gold market is still in a consolidation mode. If you check this whole area, yes, there was 2 up days from low to high. I see potential actually for a downside rotation, at least towards 23.65 or even 23.55. Hourly is in a pullback, but if we can see some down move and hold below those averages, there can be a chance for a downside move towards this 23.53. Still, key resistance is set around 24.19 and around 24.30 mark. On the crude oil, we basically just rotating around this consolidation. Now we extended a little bit this range, so we have a 76.90 mark like support. Quite a big pin bar from yesterday, but still, this is a consolidation on the higher time frames. And I would like to see the break and hold either below 76.80 for the drop towards the 71.85, or if market can break 80.40 mark, and then there is a potential. There will be potential for the rally towards 81.29 or even 84 mark. So far, still consolidation, and we have this rejection of the support from yesterday. And on the NASDAQ 100, we have new all-time high. So this is after this big down week, we had like 4 weeks in a row to the upside. And now basically we have just an so far natural pullback. So we need to see if we can have any kind of rotational, how market and how the sellers will react after this new all-time high. If we can have like at least a backup to retest the previous swing highs, that is a potential for today. The market can rotate towards 18,000 for let's say 18,500, 18,400 mark. So this market traded like a 2 to 3 days in a row upside and new all-time high. So from my perspective, there will be a chance at least for the downside movement and the retest of the previous swing highs. Of course, in case of the upside movement, we can place, for example, our Fibonacci expansion level, so we can see that market is trading above 61.8. The 100% expansion is 19,252. This recent one, if we just check this low, swing high and swing low, is just around this 161.8 extreme expansion. So it's just around that area. So short-term speaking, this market is quite extended, especially with the rallies in the last 2 days on the news due to the events like CPI retail sales and so we might see the reaction, and I would like to see what kind of reaction we can have from sellers, and then there will be a potential for that at least reaction towards, as I said, 18,500, 18,350 mark. And that'll be all for this InstaForex daily market analysis. Have a good trading day and speak to you soon.